Every day, Christians encounter increasing attacks from the very spirit that caused Lucifer to be cast out of heaven, the spirit of pride. Pride often disguises itself as confidence and can manifest as an ego or a focus on self-accomplishments. This spirit damages our relationships not only with friends and family, but also with God. Pride leads to self-boasting, which can blind us to the moments when God has helped us or even the challenging situations from which He has rescued us. It is one of the most dangerous sins. Its roots run deep and its grip is strong. But why is pride so dangerous? Hey everyone, Tyler here from Linked by Christ. I hope you are having a blessed day or night. In this video, we will discuss the spirit of pride and how prayer, along with being open and honest with God, can help break the stronghold of pride within us. Pride is something that both believers and non-believers struggle with every day. It can manifest in many ways, such as through our accomplishments, decision-making, or ego. Often, we may feel superior to others in specific tasks, roles, or activities. Pride can be evident in both high exposures and low exposures. However, it's important to note that all levels of exposures of pride are equally sinful and dangerous. A low exposure of pride isn't necessarily lesser. It simply tends to be more hidden and harder to recognize. Low exposure. For example, a low exposure of pride could occur when you and your co-workers meet up after work to play a few games of pool. Although everyone except one person is terrible at the game, he wins every match without losing a single one. He confidently proclaims to everyone, "No one will ever win against me." In this situation, his pride is evident in his self-assuredness. This is something I still struggle with personally. High exposure. An example of high exposure of pride could be as follows. You are successful and wealthy, and you decide to take your partner on a date. However, instead of going to a steakhouse, you choose to eat at McDonald's. Suddenly, your partner becomes upset and angry, saying, "We are wealthy and successful. What are we doing here? We deserve to eat at a 5-star restaurant." In this situation, pride is evident in your partner's reaction, particularly regarding their sense of self-worth. Both forms of pride are equally detrimental. One is simply more apparent than the other. As Christians, we must eliminate the pride within us, as pride is not of God. As stated in 1 John chapter 2, verses 16, all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh and the desires of the eyes and pride of life, is not from the Father, but is from the world. As children of God, we must recognize what aligns with God's will and avoid what does not. In 1 John, we are reminded that all the desires of the flesh and of the eyes, along with the more serious issue of pride, are not of God. This includes any exposure of pride. It is also essential for Christians to remain humble and never to exalt ourselves. As Luke chapter 14 verse 11 states, "For anyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted." This verse reminds us that if we remain humble and embrace humility, in God's timing, He will lift us up. Let us remain humble, serve others, and show respect and honor to our elders. Do nothing from rivalry or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourself. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be haughty, but associate with the lowly. Never be wise in your own sight. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and He will exalt you. And always remember, pride goes before destruction, and haughtiness before a fall. Better to live humbly with the poor than to share plunder with the proud. What are the 3 steps to overcoming pride? Very interesting. Prayer is always the solution in any situation, as I'm sure we all know. The first step is to recognize pride and identify where it manifests in your life. Whether it's your ego, your accomplishments, or your abilities, pinpoints where pride is hiding. The second step is to confront it through prayer, if necessary, fasting. Additionally, speak James chapter 4 verses 7 over your struggles with pride. So humble yourselves before God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Say this verse with authority and understand that the power doesn't come from you, but through you from the Holy Spirit. The third step is to practice humility every day. Now, this is very important, both in public and in private, at home and in the workplace, or even while shopping. Try to find a new way to serve someone each day, and let us humble ourselves before the Lord. If Jesus, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, demonstrated humility and served others, how much more should we do the same? As we come to the end of this video, I know it was a short video. It was a topic that came to my mind last minute to do, and I believe it's a very important topic. And I can't wait to rewatch this video myself and to really see what I can take from it also. So yeah, I'd like to leave you all with a question that you can ask yourself each morning when you wake up. And that question is, what would life look like without pride in it? In other words, where could I be in 12 months if I chose to act with humility instead of pride? Love you all. Until next time, God bless.